iiSU just released a huge update and now it's finally worth using. So I'm going to show you guys how to set it up here in this video. So first we're going to go to the GitHub to download iiSU. So you're just going to search it on Google, scroll down to the releases page. Scroll down, you can read some of the updates. And then when you get to assets, click on that new APK and download it. And then open up the app. Now it is time to set it up. Now before we get into it, make sure that you guys have your ROM folder already set up as well as the separate emulators. If you need a guide for different dual screen emulators, I have a guide there in the description. Now when we're on the screen, we're going to click next and we're going to enable the DS mode. Of course, if you have a device without dual screen, you're going to disable that. So we're just going to click enable and then we click next. And for the theme, I usually just kind of stick with the dark theme there. And here we choose our ROM folder. So I found my ROMs folder here on the root of my Thor and we click use this folder and it is all good to go. Now as you scroll through the list that it chooses, you're going to notice that some of your folders are not recognized by iiSU. That's fine. We can go ahead and set up these separately. So we're just going to click next. And here you can go ahead and log into retro achievements. So for now, we're just going to go ahead and skip this. Now here you can add apps to your home screen. So you can kind of go through, maybe add your emulators, add different Android games, and just kind of click on the toggle to what you want to add. And then once you add all your apps, you're going to click on next. And now it's going to take a moment. Now here it asks for retro achievements hashes. I didn't log into retro achievements, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip this for each of the consoles. And then we can click on done. Now here we're in the home screen. You're going to see all of the apps that you chose to add to the home screen right here. And then at the top, you're going to see this jump back in section. When you click on an app and exit out, it's going to come to this section so you can very quickly access it. We can use the bumpers to navigate through the different menus here. So we have, of course, the home menu. Here is your games and your different folders. If you have retro achievements logged in, that'll be the section there. And friends is not available right now, so you'd see it skips over that section and heads to the folders here where we can see different apps, games, and emulators. And it kind of made these folders automatically. I didn't even have to do anything myself here. Now, heading back to the game screen, when we click on 3DS here, you're going to notice that it is completely blank. So here's how we're actually going to be able to scrape different artwork for our games. So we're going to back out. You're going to hover over the console that you want to scrape the artwork for. You're going to click on the start button here. Go down to console settings, scraper options, and you can choose which scraper you would like to use. And we're just going to use the games DB. Auto select best matches and only get missing data, and it's going to go through all of your games here. Now a neat feature about iiSU is you can actually run this in the background. It's going to create a notification so you can see the progress of scraping your games. Now once it is finished scraping, we can click on 3DS and all of the games appear here with artwork. Now you're going to have certain games that are going to appear with the wrong artwork. In order to fix this or even add your own custom artwork, you can click on the start button, head to ROM options. And if you want to do your own custom artwork, you go to manage at the top, click on ROM media, and you can change the title, icon, backgrounds, all kinds of things here if you have your own custom stuff. But if you just want to scrape from a database, we're going to back out of this, go to scraper options, the games DB, get and update data, and we're going to overwrite all of our existing data so that way it overrides the icon, the backgrounds, everything like that. Give it a second to load here, and it's going to give you different options. Now as I'm kind of scrolling through here, I'm not seeing the game at all, and this most likely has to do with the title of the game, so we're going to go ahead and fix that. Go to scraper options, choose your database. You're going to go to get update custom query here, and we're going to change the title. I'm just going to put a link between worlds. We're going to go to how to get data and overwrite all existing data, and we're just going to choose any region, English here at the top. Give it a second to load, and here we are. We have some options for the correct game. So once you find an option that you like that has the background, the icon that you like, you just click A, give it another second, and there it is. We have the correct background, correct icon, and everything looks good. For all the other consoles, you're going to see that it is still blank for everything else, and you don't have to scrape them all separately. If we want to scrape all of the rest of our consoles at the same time, scraper all consoles, head to your database, auto select best options here, and we're going to do only get missing data. Now this is going to take a little while depending on how many ROMs you have. I'm going to show you guys how you can add new consoles. So you click on that plus button, add console, and you're going to scroll through whichever console you need. For us, it's going to be the Nintendo consoles. Go down to GameCube, and then you're going to head to this menu here, emulator. We're going to choose Dolphin, and you're going to make sure that it points to the correct folder, and make sure that you click on the summary here on the left and add console. That's going to add it to the bottom of our list right here, and as you go in, nothing is scraped yet, so you'll have to go through the process that we went before whenever you add a new console. Now I've added a new game to my DS folder, but if I go in there, it does not appear quite yet. So here's how you can update your library. Go to console settings, DS, edit console settings, scroll down to summary and update console. And then once you go in, you'll see that new game here, and you'll obviously have to re-scrape it. Now keep in mind, this is an alpha. I've already experienced some issues with the two screens not syncing up and things like that. So if you ever have those issues, restart the console and it'll usually go back to normal. Now if you want to add different shortcuts to this home screen, you can go over to your games. Say I want to add a 3DS game to that home screen. You just click on the start button, and then right there it says add to home page. And then when we head back to home, it'll be right there at the bottom. And if you want to reorder some of these items, all you have to do is click on start, reorder home, and the apps can move. You just hold A and then move it to where you would like it. And then you also click on the little X if you want to completely remove it from the home screen altogether. And then press B to get back to this menu. Now you can also change out these icons to your own custom icons as well. Just click Start, Console Settings, Manage 3DS Media, and here you can change it to your own custom artwork here. And what's really cool is you can also change it to moving icons as well. So here for the 3DS icon, I have some moving icons that I downloaded from the Cocoon Discord. Cocoon is a different front end, but all of the assets can kind of work together here. So here I have a set of animated icons. I'll link the Discord in the description if you guys want to find this as well. But here we have the 3DS one. So I'm going to click on that to set that as the icon. And as I back out, there it is. We have a moving icon for the 3DS. And there's also no way to scrape console icons, so you'll have to download your own assets. Now if you want some games to launch in different emulators, you can very easily switch that. Just hover over your game, click on Start, ROM Options, Individual Console Options, select Custom Emulator, and here you can choose which emulator you want it to start in. Now if you want to set it up so that when you click that home screen, iiSU pops up, you're going to go all the way to our settings here, Apps, Settings, and then you scroll down to Apps. You're going to find iiSU, and you're going to scroll down to Home App and set it to iiSU right here. Now another cool feature of iiSU is being able to choose which screen the app launches in. So for our Android apps, we're most likely going to want them to launch on the top screen. So for example, I can click A and I can just choose always launch in the top screen. And you can always customize this by pressing Start, Selected Item, Edit App Settings, and Set Preferred Screen. And you can also do this with individual games from emulators. And if you want to do the entire console to always start on the top screen, you back out to this main menu, click on Start here, Console Settings, Edit Console Settings, scroll down to Customize, Default Launch Screen, and we'll do the top screen here. And make sure when you do that, you go to Summary and Update Console, so that way it saves your settings. So that's going to be pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, as always, leave them down below in the comments, and like and subscribe. It's easy. And we'll see you guys next time.